Hey y'all, Donnie back with you again. Thanks for checking in today. We're having a beach day out in Galveston. Absolutely sunny and beautiful, but it's a little windy. So we're in week 4 of our 10-week series, Spiritually Sufficient, Locally Sustainable. This week we're talking about the elements, earth, wind, and fire. So a fantastic opportunity to take a moment and talk about wind. And we've shared some information this week already on how to determine your soil type and how to leverage your soil as part of your sustainable strategy. And also talking about wind, some ways to harness wind energy. But now we're going to be talking a little bit about my day-to-day activities, selling insurance. We'll be talking about wind insurance, and with this being hurricane season, also what does hurricane insurance mean? So really, at least in the state of Texas, but most other states, there's not a specific insurance policy. Most of the damage caused by hurricanes from high wind and water coming in from the top are going to be covered under a basic homeowner's policy. So basically any water that falls down, if it's due to damage in the home and it comes in from the ceiling or the top of the walls, or if the roof blows off and there's water damage, that's usually covered by the homeowner policy as well. Some areas, especially towards the coast and in flood-prone areas or hurricane-prone areas, may have to have an insurance rider, and you also have to have an insurance deductible. You have to pay a certain amount before the claim damages will kick in. But also there's some other things, especially in Texas. There's 14 counties and parts of Harris County, coastline areas that are higher susceptibility to wind damage. So we have windstorm insurance, and that's covered by the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association. They have some requirements as far as how the home should be built, how it should be inspected, and then what qualifies under their claim coverage. And then the last leg really talks about flood insurance. So if there's water damage that comes in from the top, heavy winds push it in from the roof or your structure, that's usually covered. But flood insurance is water, anything that rises up. So we all know from if you live in a hurricane-prone area, especially in Texas or where I'm from, North Carolina, you've seen hurricanes time and time again that creates flooding. So you need to have a separate flood insurance policy, and a lot of lenders are required you to get a flood insurance policy if you live in a flood zone area. So you can check out FEMA maps, but also your state insurance agency and your local insurance agent should be able to tell you pretty easily if you live in a flood zone and what insurance is required. In Texas, you can get a flood policy up to $250,000 for the structure, but you also need a separate policy for flood waters for your belongings. You can get up to $100,000 policy for that. So if you have any questions, it seems like it's a bit overwhelming at times, but we all need insurance. That's what insurance is there for. When God forbid a storm or natural disaster happens, you're covered, and not only your structure but also your personal belongings are covered. So if you have some questions, you need some help navigating it, please feel free to give me a call. We're more than happy to answer your questions, point you in the right direction, and make sure you're fully insured. Y'all have a great Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace and love.